plantation owners got together and selected 16 from among themselves to run the House of Assembly of Barbados.
Will you take our picture here in front of the bridge?
Yeah.
You just have to hit the white button.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, just about. Thank you.
You have to.
All right.
So this is the city. And this here was the transshipment point back in the 17th century for goods, product and slaves. And then it's Pikestown, but that was also a transshipment point back in the day as well. And the Jews were so rich that when they died in Barbados, they would be buried in the synagogue yard, but the marbles and stuff that came to them came from Italy. Yeah, so the marble, the headstone and stuff for the Jews came from Italy. And the Jews were slave masters in Barbados as well. That's why them and the English never really got along that well, you know. But they were really serious slave masters here in Barbados.
Okay, the rounded building over there is what did you say?
That's the Prime Minister's chambers. And on the right side, that's the Parliament building.
Okay.
And then beyond that pink building is the Nazi synagogue in the back of there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So these boats just owned by people who live here in Barbados or visit Barbados?
Well, most of them are owned by Barbadians. And this is Caribbean, but we have two state-of-the-art marinas north of Barbados that you will see later in the afternoon,
Okay.
or maybe this morning, but based on our travels, but later in the afternoon. And the biggest one is owned by a Barbadian guy. And whenever you purchase a condo by his marina, your vessel is berthed right in front of it.
Oh, that's a nice bird.
And what he did is that the ocean and the sand is at the front end, and he channeled the water into the center of it. And it goes like an S. It's a lot bigger than here.
Oh, I think I saw that on a map, like a very old map.
Yes, yes, yeah, that's it. And then you have Port Ferdinand, which was built in 2013, and that the guy who built that, he made that marina because he channeled the water across the street because the seawater never went across there previously. That's the statue there of the first Prime Minister, Sir Errol Walton Barrow. That's the statue of the first Prime Minister there.
Okay.
Second Premier, first Prime Minister. And when power was handed to the Barbadians in 1950 by the colonial guys, there was a one-party state, and it was the Barbados Labour Party, run by Sir Grantley Herbert Adams, as I said. But in 1958, one of his members, who is Sir Errol Walton Barrow, defected and formed the Barbados Democratic Labour Party. And in 1959, there was a by-election, and the Barbados Democratic Labour Party won the election. So he became the second Premier and the first Prime Minister in 1961. And he's the said person who took us to independence the 30th day of November 1966. where you came in at the airport. The first plane landed in Barbados in 1938, and it was a Dutch aircraft that landed on grass.
Oh wow. We thought our landing yesterday was rough. Not yesterday, I think Thursday when we flew into Miami.
Between 1956 and 1957, that's when the first tarmac airport was laid. And the name of the airport then was Sewell International Airport. I will actually take you through the capital and then I'll come back this way so you see Broad Street though. Yeah. And this is the main street in the capital. This is Broad Street. On this street there are 7 banks, 5 credit unions, 3 jewelry stores. The main shopping store is K Shopper. It's a duty-free shopping store. But this is Broad Street. There's several other streets around Broad Street that you can do shopping as well. It's Swan Street, etc. That's the main shopping store here, K Shopper. That's where you do your duty-free shopping, etc. The main fast food chain in Barbados. Yeah. That's Jafet. There are about 29 outlets in Barbados.
Oh, I've heard they're pretty good.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I remember reading about that.
Yeah, fantastic.
What was that?
Jafet.
Oh, okay.
The fast food place.
Jafet has a very unique concept because they have a fast food area and a fine dining area at some of their outlets. Vessel over there with the yellow trim and the one with the canopies, those are party boats. So in going on those boats outside of COVID, you will need a designated driver because you yeah, there's a lot of alcohol beverages that will be taken there or consumed there. Plenty of music, plenty of alcohol. But I'm not certain if they're fully open because of COVID. You know?
Oh, okay.
I don't think I have restarted, so to speak. And the blue and white building, that's the immigration office. So the whole of the bottom floor is the office, and then the 1, 2, 3, and the top is car park.
How badly did COVID affect
Barbados? We handled it very well.
Good.
We handled it very well. When COVID unfolded, what was beautiful for us is that the supply outweighed the demand in Barbados. We lacked nothing here in Barbados. We had everything on the surface. But where that changes is when the tourist season starts, because the demand then outweighs the supply.
Yeah.
That's the fishing complex there, and most of the government facilities or buildings are solar propelled. This is Pelican Village, and outside of COVID, before COVID unfolded, the street will be blocked from there, just in front of the fishing complex, to over on this curve, and you have what is usually a small show of what our crop over activity is all like, the festivity. Because the crop over festivity is festival that comes right after the end of the sugar crop. I'm just driving past there so you can get a sneak peek of where you'll be going tomorrow.
Oh, very good.
Yes. So this is where you'll be coming tomorrow, and you'll be entering through the main area there, and the custom area will be that white top building over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you'll be dropped off right there, and you'll enter right there.
There's some sort of ship there today. How many residents in Barbados? How many people live here?
There are 300,000 persons, 300,000 Barbadians, but I believe that technically there might be about 320,000 persons here because we have a lot of Guyanese nationals who live here as well.
Okay.
You know, another citizen from international country or from other Europe and North America as well. And technically, as far as the vaccine for COVID is concerned, persons have been willing and able to take it, you know.
That's good. Roll with it.
Yeah. I mean, we were fortunate that we had all the vaccines here in Barbados.
Yes, that's good.
And Barbados is an island where there's always a choice in most areas. So even for the vaccine, you had a choice of which one you want to be jabbed with. There wasn't a situation like you turn up and you're going to have this. No. It was a choice.
That's good.
And the stadium that you were seeing over